Hello everyone, and welcome to SUNUP. I'm Lyndall Stout. This week we're continuing our discussion on pasture concerns, and today we want to talk a little bit about cattle nutrition with Dave Lalman, our beef cattle extension specialist. And Dave, let's kind of start with what producers are concerned about and some of the things they're telling you across the state.
Normally, this time of year in June, these native hay meadows and native pastures are green, because we've had a good, a lot of moisture and a lot of growth with the, the warm up and so on and the green up. But this year things are brown. And the reason they're more brown than they normally are is because of all the cool season annual growth that we had this winter. We had a great wheat crop, and that also was good for the things that we consider to be weeds sometimes in pastures. And so those native grasses are kind of diluted by those warm season annuals. For example, this pasture has got a lot of cheat in it, and you can see that by now it has matured and it's senescent compared to the native grass here that's just now getting going good, growing, and there's a tremendous amount of difference in nutritional quality from this plant to this plant.
Clearly. And what does that mean then for cattle that are grazing or for pasture that'll be used as hay?
There are several implications. One would be that you would expect hay quality to be lower if you have hay meadows that look like this, have been diluted by those cool season annuals that are mature. And so you'd expect hay quality to be lower. The digestibility of the hay may not be impacted a great amount, but you'd expect it to be somewhat lower. I'd be more concerned about the protein concentration being lower than normal. And so that just might imply that people would need to feed a little bit more protein supplement this coming year than normal. If you're grazing and it's pasture situation, you might just expect to need to supplement protein a little bit earlier this year than normal.
Hay testing is really more important than ever in a year like this.
It will be this year. You'd expect the quality to be lower, but you don't know how much lower. So it would make somebody a lot of money, or potentially make them a lot of money, just to take the time and invest the $10 to $15 to get it tested.
What about other nutritional needs for the cattle in the form of vitamins and minerals?
One thing that you would expect to be impacted, we talked a little bit about protein and energy being lower, but you'd also expect the vitamin and mineral concentration to be lower with more mature forage in the hay or the pasture. And so vitamin A is one in particular that goes down, or the concentration declines drastically with mature forage. And so, vitamin A nutrition is very important. Most commercial mineral products have high concentration of vitamin A. And so it'd just be very important this year in particular, especially if these warm conditions persist, to keep a good mineral product out for the animals.
And is there a time that's best to start giving these to the cattle, or it just depends on the operation?
Yeah, I mean, most people are going to keep out some type of free choice mineral year round. I would just say that this summer, start right away. If you're not doing a good job with keeping it out consistently, it's a good time to improve on that and just keep it out there and try to monitor consumption and make sure the animals are consuming about what the manufacturer suggests is that they should.
Okay, especially when we have these 100+ degree days, several in a row.
Forage quality is going to go down faster with those conditions, and so absolutely.
Okay, Dave Lalman, our beef cattle extension specialist. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you.